Okay, so right here I have 15K, okay? And we're just gonna go ahead and open it up. And to be honest, man, I'm just gonna talk about how it feels to be at this point of where you have over 15K plus, okay? Now, it's one thing about money, right? It's one thing about money to where, you need it. You need the grind, right? But lately, bro, as I've been touching more money, bro, the main focus I've been focused on is honestly, bro, just really getting to the point of not grinding as hard. What do I mean by that? Grinding as hard, but just to the point where I'm not grinding to the point where I can't make money in my sleep. That is the biggest thing you can achieve when it comes to money making skills. How much money can you make while you sleep? And it's like, I really made the 15K and quit my job. You know what I'm saying? I made the 15K and quit my job, and no, all this money did not come from my job. But one thing you gotta understand is, like, I put myself in position to understand that, bro, it's not even about how much you make. It's about how much you're able to make while you sleep, while you're not doing anything. That is the biggest funds you'll see in your life, to where when you receive it and you touch it, it's like, okay, bro, I'm doing something in my life. See, getting to even 10K, it was a journey of doing what I didn't want to do. Honestly, I did want to do it, skipping out on things. I did want to. I was skipping out on stuff. People didn't understand why I was investing so much time into work. I came from working 60 plus hours, bruh. And I would just say, bro, like, it really is worth it, bro. And then you see yourself, put yourself through the grind of ego shattering to get to the points of you want to get to. Not that you letting go of your morals, you're just kind of letting go of your ego that's holding you back. Conversation I had with somebody, they didn't want to work a job because their ego would be hurt. Like, working a minimum wage job, she like, why would I work a minimum wage job? Because you need the money, because you need a start. So you need to figure out where is your start, and then you figure out your why while doing your start, or you have your why figured out before you even start. Therefore, you elevate what you've been on already to where you're able to times your money by double or times 10. Therefore, you start to win and win and win and win and win and win. And as you hit 15K, you kind of hit the border of financial freedom a little bit, because you have past investment money. You have security money for real. Like, any emergency almost pop up, you're straight. You get what I'm saying? You're straight. And this gives you a confidence boost. This allows you to talk to the ladies with more swagger and confidence. You're able to walk away from situations that's not really for you, because you can get into situations that's for you with the money. You know that, though. You know that. So it's like, you got to stop stressing out on things that don't matter and get to, just uplifting your life and flexing in your life to where you can really show the gains you've really gotten to in your life. But it's going to be the times when nobody is looking, when nobody believes in your hustle. And you can't be mad at your parents if they're not seeing your vision when you are not really, like, going all out on your vision, or carrying on your parents' practices of, oh, I need to go with this life of security and not taking risk on myself. The only reason your parents disagreed with you is because you were one to take a risk on yourself and do kind of wild things. But deep down, if you let go of that and stay close to your parents' practices of just playing it safe all the time, you won't be a person of being safe in your life, of making money in your sleep, and just making things achievable for the next generation that is going to come out of you. So therefore, when it come down to it, you got to really, really understand, like, all right, boom, I got to go ahead, bro. I got to suffer now so I can really be ahead, bro. Because once you ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came from not posting any videos to posting videos now. Look at my channel now. And it's all, I only put that on you and put that in your conscience, to put something in your conscience, to have something register with you, that you are somebody. You are somebody to achieve the 15K and have investment money and have money past that for yourself. But therefore, you still got to play smart and work just as hard as you were doing. And then when you able to allow that working hard to add up, you work smarter in your life. You always work smarter, but you may have to put working hard past work smarter. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the funds in there. Like you know this job some BS, but you know you got to work the job just to get through real quick. Then you start to add the smarter, because the whole time you plotting while you working harder. You know what I'm saying? So you know you don't want to work that hard ever again. So you start to just kind of like do what you need to do to order to fulfill you. And you know, a lot of people get their fulfillment through working hard, bro. And I could say, bro, I'm one of those people, bro. I like to wake up and get everything in as far as my personal gains and what I need to do for the day. And as I'm doing it, bro, it's honestly like, bro, you understand, like, bro, it's better to move along. Because a lot of times, bro, you in your friend group and you thinking you, but really they changing you where your destination is aligned for you, because you are a different person when you're with your friend group. Talk to me, bro. Like, dead serious, you ever got alone and start, you know, listening to different music, you know, talking about different topics? It's because, bro, like, deep down, everybody brings out a certain version of you, and you got to remain close to yourself, that you want to be the version of yourself. So therefore, you're not having a identity crisis of who you are when you come around new people. Therefore, you are at times in the money by 10, going up and going up, and you're coming in for your win. Therefore, bro, you're in a position where you can quit the job because you've been working so hard on the times you know, can make money in your sleep, investment, business ideas, just things that's going to free you up of staying consistent on your ideas, that you didn't take your word for granted. Even when they counted you out, family, girlfriend, or friends, it was time to move on in your life. You was a lone wolf. You was able to move alone, whether or not you was a popular loner or a loner. It all is just loner. Everybody does feel this feeling of loneliness. Have friends or not. That's why you know, go straight to your friends when you wake up. That's why you hit that phone call. That's why you fall in love so quick. That's why you hit her phone so quick, because deep down you want a feeling. So this money gives you a feeling, but how can you keep the feeling of the money hitting your account? You do it by being valuable. The biggest lesson is valuable. There is no 15K without value. What are you doing of value? So therefore, if you are this person who is going to cheat the system and cheat who you are, bro, trust and believe you will not get the gains that you want to get. Therefore, you got to be on a certain time of needing the results that you are owed in life, because you are one of special, and you are owed security in your life. You are owed a feeling. You are owed loved. So you need to put the love into yourself and putting it into the grind, whether or not it's 60 plus hours outside the job or 60 plus hours inside the job. This is a community where we come together, and as we support each other grind, and we get the gains, and we show each other, you know, it's all okay, bro. We pull up on a woman and she rejects us, it's cool. We move on. But we got to be able to move and groove and get to our spots and get to the spot of, all right, boom, we just going to elevate past the rejection, past the success, past the just things that just go left, past the things that go right. We got to see on a straight line, you know what I'm saying? Straight through the situation, because as soon as you start to see your situation for what it is, you become in drifterland. Drifterland is the one living other people's dreams and aspirations to where you never unlock yours. Therefore, you unlock the feeling of relationship life that somebody else wants to have for you. Therefore, you don't have no say so. You get what I'm saying? And being a man, you most likely gonna have say so in a relationship and stuff like that, and how things go, because you're the provider, you're the one, you know, to really look after her. So therefore, like, you have majority say. But therefore, it's not that she don't have say, it's the understanding that you can be manipulated if you don't have say in your own life. See, if that's not the program for you, whether or not you're playing on their side or they're playing on your side, as far as in who's running the relationship. Regardless, everybody has an agenda in your life, and everything is about value, okay? If you go broke today, I don't know if she's gonna like you as much, bro. It's just a real honest thing. So you honestly gotta always have your funds over love. Always. Because having your funds right is the biggest self-appreciation and a representation of love that you are giving to yourself, to where you're actually able to thrive in the relationships that you have in your life. Okay? So therefore, you gotta stop really viewing it as these people are using me, and you got to view it how can you use yourself. You are a simple machine to create the things in life you want to create in order to take you to the place you want to create and have. So therefore, that lifestyle you have to turn yourself into a machine in order to get to that lifestyle you want. In order to get to the peace you want, you have to turn yourself into the machine of knowledge to unlock the peace of knowledge of telling yourself it's okay of the situation I am going through in life. Therefore, you give life consistency, and it's going to give a return every time, bro. It's going to give a return to where you just see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds coming in. But it's about the time you put in and the grind you put in of being smarter in your life. Because you can work as just as hard as the guy working smarter in your life, or even a guy working smarter could work less than you in your life and get way more than you in your life, because you didn't put the time in you in your life to understand that you have to understand this grind to a different point than just you in your life. So understand that this life is about perspective, not just, oh, your perspective. What is that whole picture of things? Because as soon as you start to understand, okay, this is this point of view, this is my point of view, I can understand the truth of the point of view. Therefore, when you accept the truth in your life, you get set free in your life. But you will suffer for understanding the truth in your life. But understand that it is prospering from understanding the truth in your life, to where you're making money in your sleep, to where you're making more hundreds, to you're making more gains. And you know, being muscular, off topic a little bit, doesn't really get the shorties, bro. It's just a lean aesthetic physique. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna touch more on that in another video. You see, I help men improve themselves and get better in their life to where they can get the grooving in their life. They don't gotta be stressed out no more. They don't gotta wonder why this chick ain't texting back. They can have the understanding that they can approach the next woman in their life without having to overthinking process in their life, bro. So therefore, this is what this channel is about, to where I can put you on point of the truth you need to accept in your life to get to this point. But understand that getting to this point, it all apply, just applying action in your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? There is no cheat code. What are you good at in your life? And understand that the ins and out of that, and cheat the system that way. Stop looking for the cheat code things that you're generally not interested into. The true winning and cheat code of things is monetizing the things that you're into in life. So therefore, it's more game in your life. You get more of just playing the game and understanding the game in your life. Therefore, when a woman cheats, then you don't have a disconnection with the game and have a misunderstanding of the game and get mad at the game for what it is, when you know you're just a player in the game who understands the game. So therefore, you're on a process of winning and elevating to where it's all a back service to you, to where you win in your life. So therefore, I pulled this money out the bank to show you some inspiration and show you some accountability of, bro, I'm putting in that work. Are you? I just wanted you to have that realization, because the biggest times where we have our realizations is when we get sat down. When we get sat down and we have that understanding, like, all right, bro, I just gotta lock in, bro. Because the longer you waste your time, the longer you don't get to your grind, the sooner you'll see yourself fall to the victim of the world and living in somebody else's hell. So live in your own heaven space of everything is heavenly, everything is cool, everything is gonna be okay. So therefore, you work harder and harder and harder, and watch your blessings fall in as you stay blessed and keep God close. Therefore, you're on the biggest track of winning in your life, and you have to count up in your life. Therefore, you reach the point of God bless you in your life to make money in your sleep. Allow this testimony to wake you up from your sleep. Go out there and make action in your life before somebody takes over and takes action in your life. Therefore, taking you a way farther path from the path that God has set for you. But what do you want for yourself? Ask yourself that. That's all this video is about. Stay woke, homie. Like the video, comment and subscribe. Way more on the way. I'm telling you how to approach women, how to love yourself, how to make money in your life. All I want is for you to win in your life. So make sure you stay woke and like, comment, and subscribe in your life. And like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna holler at you in another one. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna see you in another one, bro. Stay woke. Or I can't even save you no more, bro. Save yourself before anybody do. You can't count on nobody but yourself.